veče, narode, dobro veče. Ne čujete muziku u pozadini, naravno da ne čujete muziku, zato što je, naravno, kako to obično biva, sve ove njihove igre su pod teškim copyrightom, tako da jako cepa neka repčina, potpuno okej. Muziku ne smijem da palim, zato što će kažem, ovaj video ovde dođe vola onda, tako da im nećemo dati tu satisfakciju. Dobro veče, ljudi, pozdrav Vladimire, pozdrav Mr. Bloodred, dobro veče svima. Nisam igru dobio, verovali ne, iako Computer Land radi Electronic Arts, nekako NFL nikad ne stigne za PC i kada stigne, možda stigne jedna, dve kopije, to obično stigne za konzolu, tako da to zvanično nisam dobio, ali sam uspeo kroz Game Pass, jer Xboxov mogu da se probaju neke igre koje su od Electronic Artsa, tako da sam dobio 10 sati trial. Ja sam igrao možda 2 sata sam možda igrao, tako da ćemo ovo napraviti jedan stream. Kažem, američki fudbal nije toliko popularan kod nas, ja sam ga davnih dana igrao. Suština nije komplikovana, ali kad uđete u faulove i šta je sve faul, šta sve nije faul i šta smete i šta ne smete, zaista to ume da bude dosta kompleksno, treba dosta vremena da se nauči. Pravila su se godinama menjala, dosta toga se i u NFL-u promenjalo, kažem, nije više toliko brutalan koliko je nekad bio. Ta povlačenja za šlem, dakle udaranje u čoveka direktno, to više ne postoji. Takve stvari više ne postoji, nekako je normalno, više nema tu takvih povreda kakve su bile. Nekada, kažem, onako smekšao je i NFL, kažem, pogotovo zbog samih sportista, tu su ozbiljno, mislim i dalje se oni ozbiljno povređuju, nekada su se povređivali mnogo, mnogo više. Za vas koji ne znate, Kansas City Chiefs su šampioni, tako da ja njih isto gotivim, Kansas i Texas sam uvek gotivio, pa eto, vodit ću Chiefs-e, pogotovo što ne igram dobro ovu igru, ali eto, čisto malo da probamo da se zabavimo, da promenimo, da ne bude fudbal, da ne bude košarka, nego eto da probamo taj američki fudbal na koji se oni toliko lože, a opet s druge strane koji, mislim na kraju fudbal će kod njih, kako ga oni zovu soker, možda i postati nekada popularan, ali NFL nikad u životu američki fudbal neće zaživeti na ovim prostorima, tako da eto, ako ništa drugo, bar ćemo večeras malo da se zabavimo, pa možemo lagano da krenemo. Pozdrav Tamni, pozdrav Adriane, idemo ovako quick play. Kažem quick play. Pro Bowls, ne, idemo play now. Naravno. Ide loženje. Custom game. Chiefs-i protiv... Izvedit ću neke koji su potpuno bez veze. Koji su baš loši. Kakav je Dallas? Cowboys su 88, pa dobro, oni su u vrhu, dobro, Miami je okej, Philadelphia Eagles i dalje, San Francisco i dalje, New York Giants, koliko su oni prsli. Jets i Detroit Lions, Green Bay, ali su oni prsli. Protiv njih ćemo da igramo. Mislim da ima i gori, Carolina Panthers, New England Patriots, Las Vegas Raiders, nećemo protiv njih. Imamo ga, Los Angeles Rams, koji za njih može bukvalno neko od nas da igra. Evo vidite kakav im je overall. Dobro, ja ću da budem taj, a ovaj tamo će da bude kompjuter. Dakle, naravno, Patrick Mahomes je inače proglašen za najboljeg NFL igrača i on jeste najbolji, isto tu su quarterback naravno, tu su Travis Kelce i Chris Jones, to stvarno su ozbiljne njuške i stvarno Kansas City Chiefs stvarno imaju ozbiljnu ekipu, tako da ćemo mi sad izaberemo ovako da igramo protiv ovih. Mislim, ne mora da znači igram ruki, nisam igrao 100 godina, da ne krećem sa professional i tako nešto, ne zamerajte. Biće mi dovoljno teško i na rukiju, pošto moram da povatam malo pravila koliko toliko. Mi imamo sad kad ćemo igramo. Set offensive focus, run inside, outside, throw in short, throw it deep, blitz counter, run ins, run outs. Tako ćemo igramo. Gde si Rašo? To ćemo sa ofenzivne strane, sa defanzivne strane, inside run, defense, outside, Defense short passes. Defense east side. Tako će. To je to. Advanced, okej. Koliko opcija. I idemo!
It's Madden NFL 24, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
It is still summer in the Midwest and a pleasant summer day as we are set for football at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. But CD, this Chiefs club, you'd have to imagine repeating as Super Bowl champions. But it all starts and ends with number 15, and that, of course, the reigning league MVP, Patrick Mahomes.
It's not just his talent, as you know, partner, because we've seen that on display. It's his leadership and the trust that the organization has in him to help bring along an offense and turn it into one of the league's best.
Koju ćemo taktiku?
You need a lot of good fortune when you win a Super Bowl title, and when you don't get that good fortune as they didn't last year, things can crash down to earth in a hurry.
And none of us really saw this coming. Remember, they were 12-5 the year they won the Super Bowl.
Okay.
5-12 last year. Somehow I think this Rams team is better than what we saw last season, adding in a lot of new pieces in order to try and get back to the top of the NFC West.
Idemo. Idemo run. Pozabila ne. Okay.
Now a 7th round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco.
Istrčali smo prvi, tako je.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's at the lower center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice
Tako je, bre. Idemo na run. Inside zone, inside zone. Zašto mi daje inside zone? Ne želim inside zone. Da li si ti normalan? Pa idemo inside, zašto ne?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A man who re-signed with the Chiefs.
Idemo! Istrčali smo ponovo. A reci Milane, kako sam namazan. Idemo run, opet, ali idemo sada counter.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept turning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
Više me. Ne mogu da me zaustave. Gde si Big? Kako im čitam odbranu. To je to. Pogledajte kako sam ih pročitao. To je to. Kako sam ih pročitao. Jako je bitno da nikad ne krenete odmah. Morate da sačekate, vidite gde je prostor da prođete. Ovima već nije dobro. Zone split. Ili ćemo da idemo. Zone split. Idemo.
2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's Pacheco once again.
Provalili su. Provaljen sam. Idemo gun. Outside zone, to je to. Idemo gun. Moram gun. Sad moram da dobijem. Third and 6. Ali neću pas, brate. Idemo run, inside zone. Evo ga, se ga dobio. Uj, istrčali smo. Da. Tako je, bre. Ne idem na pas, idem samo na trčanje. Idemo, da li ću kroz njih? Idemo inside zone. Ajmo, idemo kroz njih. Koliko imam još? Ja! Jao, gde si, Dario? Idemo na outside zone. Tako je! McKinnon, tako je, bre!
Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing.
Ide, Dario. Da li idemo na 2 poena ili idem da šutiram? To je u američkom fudbalu. Samo mogu da biram. Ako šutiram, dobijem 1 poen. Ili ću da probam još jedan pas da se probijem i onda ću dobiti 2. Ali mi idemo na 5 attempt. Znači neću... To je jedan još. Idemo sky kick.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Lomi ga, bre! Tako je.
So here the Rams set to go to work on offense, and they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that.
Overlord cover for quarter. Idemo cover 4 quarters, to je to. Da.
First and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Stafford.
Nema ništa od toga. Incomplete. Idemo na coverman. To je to.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford.
Incomplete. Ne mogu da probiju. Cover hard flat ćemo sada imamo. Probat će okolo. Znao se. Lomi ga. Nema da prođe. Da li će sada probaju da trče ili će ispucavaju, ali ga nisam ih pustio. Imaju 2 jarda i još jedan pokušaj. Da li će to da proba ili neće? Return middle. Da. Neće da probaju. Neka ode. Gde si, File? Ne mogu šlem, vrate, mnogo je top. Single back, da vidimo šta ćemo ovako. Nećemo. Idemo na run, naravno. Inside zone. Ili counter strike. Idemo na check. Idemo na counter. Ne! Pa pokrivaj me, brate, tu si stajao. Ne verujem, brate, kakva mi je odbrana kretenska. Dalje, moguće. Idemo inside zone. Evo ga! Idemo! To je to! Pozivnice! Napad! Kako sam ih sve prevario! Ma zdravo, bre! Op! I čao! Neće, idemo pat tempt. To je to. Woo! So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Dosta. Dobro je. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on... Realno, Milane, a? Reci kakav sam taktički genije. Sad vidimo šta ćemo sve imamo. Cover 4 Palms. To sam igrao prošli put prvo. Idemo Overlord. Tako je. Otvoren je, ne! Ne, kakav sam idijanac! Ne, omašio sam čovek. Naivno moj Konstantine! Kako su me pročitali! Zakasnio sam ovde. Jao, kakav sam indijanac. This game could be 88 and out the gate early. What? 88 and out the gate? Yeah. What's that? Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant... My shoot. Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Da nam u svojoj sam polovini dalje. First and 10, vidimo. Dobar sam, 7-7. Idemo wide zone.
Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game.
To je to. To je to. I šta je bilo? Šta je bilo?
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by Butker is
To je to.
and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the end zone, Jason Taylor, the second.
Lomi ga tu.
The decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now the Rams
Ali
offense.
bukvalno sam ih slomio na njihove i to na koliko su na 20 yardi. Cover hold. Ili pinch back. Idemo pinch back. Idemo sad ću da probam da ih iznenadim. Tako je. Ne, ne. Ne, ne, još 2 yardi idu nazad. Sad ćemo imamo zero blitz, idemo agresivno. Ne, 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 ne. Pokrio sam mu tamo receivera, ćao, vaš. Illegal five, molim! Dobio sam illegal, Belt. Nickel blitz.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a first and 10.
Druga četvrtina, krećemo. Gde su oni? Ne je. Okej, prvi je.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
Ne, ne.
Take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs.
Sad ćemo SS blitz.
Winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's a run with Akers on second.
Ne, ne.
And he's dropped just before
Ne.
the game. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage.
Mnogo je prošao, ne sme sada prođe ni malo.
The free safety coming up and making the big time play.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1.
Uspeo je.
Goes to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's
Prošli su.
Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get
Imamo cover blitz.
Sometimes you do it like basketball teams.
Može probati da mi iznenade.
You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Incomplete.
But this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available
Cover
to
man.
him every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Stafford. And this one.
I lovio je.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had
Da.
shadowing him along
Da.
his entire route, and he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Throwing again is Stafford.
Wow. Incomplete. To je to, odbranili smo se. Znaš što je ovo uradio? Sad ćemo na pas.
But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you though because we could be witnessing some type of history here and it's being done by him.
To je taj pas! Mnogo Miloš, što 50-60 eura. Kakav pas! Kakav pas! Razbija mi. Ali razbija mi. Sad idemo, sad je lomljenje. Pročitali su me. Moram. Da, sad ću uključiti mi karijeru SM, sad ćemo sve da probamo.
To the right, here's McKinnon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Idemo na pas.
Nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback.
Ne valja. Idemo na field goal. Idemo da uzmemo bar 3. To je to. To ne znam, to ćemo da vidimo. Ne znam da to ne znam, ali karijeru možeš da igraš, što znam. Baš ću pogledam posle.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here.
Cover
Come
6.
away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there and it's
Izgubili su yardu, sad su na 11.
Especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he's taken down.
Razbili smo ih. Vratili smo ih još 9 yardi. Shelton, čao.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. That's George Karlaftis.
33. Pa ja sam ih rasneo. Ja nije znao šta će. Aj, zdravo. Ma, čao. Moja odbrana, odnosno moj napade. Pojeo sam ih, ali pojeo sam ih.
Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great.
Hop, hop. Hop, hop.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll
Da.
step aside and get an update
Molim.
when we return to Arrowhead.
Počeo sam, dođi kući, ajde. Može, ajde, ćao. A. Bože, šta si im uradio?
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he takes us into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Ali nije bio yourself. Ne, ovo je kao da igraš vrati poteznu strategiju. Veruj mi, uopšte nije glupav sport. Ja sam tako mislio. Dok nisam malo počeo da gledam pravila i sve, u nekom momentu je kompleksno, ne mogu ja ne pokvati se, ali uopšte nije glupav sport. Ja sam tako, verujem i mislim da je mnogo glup sport, ali nije, vrat.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Odvalio se.
A nice tidy little drive there, getting.
Mislim, ovo je najpopularniji sport u Americi. Kaže ti, ja kad sam ga par puta gledao, bilo mi kao, vrade, ništa ne. Pa onda kad sam malo počeo da provaljujem, ja se izvinjam, samo sekund. Kad sam počeo da provaljujem kako funkcioniše uopšte američki fudbal, onako da te zaboli glava. Ali kad ga provališ, bude ti zanimljivo. Pogotovo kad provališ sve te neke sitnice. Lomi ga, lomi ga! Hoću na poluvremenu, ću nam čisto onako objasnim ono najosnovnija pravila. Mislim, faulove i tako te stvari ja nisam savladao najbolje. Znam po nešto, pa ću to da vam kažem na poluvremenu. Ne, ne. Nema prolaska.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. That'll be caught by
Tako je.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll go with Akers here up the
Ne, ne.
and the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
To je to.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, it's Tony.
Jel realno? Jel realno? Idemo napolje.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Jarek McKinnon making his way back onto the field.
59 yardi je pretrčao, znači pokidao je.
More than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense
Idemo na pas.
where they are are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Jao, 10 crveni. Ne, nego nisam dugo igrao, morao sam vratiti crveni polako. Pojačat ćemo. Nisam 100 godina, brate, igrao.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line, 1 yard away.
Na yardis.
Calls are going to be.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. Here's Pacheco.
I naravno.
And he is in. Touchdown.
To je to.
Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco.
Pacheco.
Historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs have opened the lead up to 30. And that rushing touchdown.
Ti se svidjelo, Stefane, baš sam se potrudio. Baš sam se potrudio. Hvala ti puno. Pa mislim, ja mislim da su mi sve recenzije.
But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Butker on for the PAT.
Mislim, ja ovo ne igram crveni zato što nije popularna igra kod nas. Meni je ovo cool sport. Jeste, Stefane. I u mladosti sam bio isto to cool kao što sam i u starosti. Tako da...
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Nemoj. Dobro je.
Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're.
Tek će biti, Stefane, recenzije. Sad će krenu nove igre da stižu. Neću moći da živim, brate, od novih igara. Uzmi trailer to, neće ništa mnogo ti poveo. Pogledajte stadion. Crveni, ja sam imao, kad sam bio mlađi, sam imao 2-3 drugara koji su na Adi, trenirali su, ali ragbi. I bili su reprezentativci, ali nisu igrali američki fudbal, nego baš ragbi. Ne.
Feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time there was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. On first down now, run with McKinnon. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second down, McKinnon.
Ne. Zašto čekam?
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Čemo. Kraj.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
Kad sam primio golčinu, bez veze. Posle toga sam ih razbio. A što to pokazujete? To što je mučenik istračao, što ne pokazujete koliko sam ih polomio? Run inside, offensive focus, naravno. Defend inside runs, tako je.
All right, coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
Lomi. Ako je, bre.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because
interception catastrophe.
That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it.
Znači, razvalio sam.
It officially becomes impossible. But this possession is an empty one.
Što volim kad me tako prekidaju. Molim. Jeste. Ćao. Javi se majicu.
The offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long, it's Stafford. And this turns into
safety.
Not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught about back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on
Znači, ovima je pukla odbrana, načist.
To set up the safety.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. On the return, it's James.
Da li je moguće? Da li je moguće? Moguće. Ricky James.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense.
Yeah.
How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown.
Imamo sky kick.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he returns this to the 22. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare.
Incomplete.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks.
Ne. Tako, lomi.
Trying to complete passes.
Uspio 3 yarde, slabo. Igramo zonu.
I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game.
And the pressure
Desikoske.
Stafford is sacked. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50. And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
Idemo inside zone.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 176 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks.
Pa da, vidiš samo ispred sebe, sine, kad te dovati neko, ne znaš gde se nalaziš.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Pacheco.
Ne, šta?
This play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the
Bože,
dive.
šta sam ja uradio, pogrešno dugme, dalje moguće.
And it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they
Pa jeste,
convert
Servija.
the 1st down.
Slažem se, brat.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
I kakav pas! Kakav pas! To je to! Kakav pas! Kakav pas! To je to!
I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
Probili su.
Snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss.
Ali bukvalno. Au, kako su me, ovdje su me provalili, a idemo... Mislim da mogu da prođem sredinu.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
Ah.
A yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Sad idemo na pas. Idemo gun. Nećemo jailbreak, ste normalni? Idemo chip dig.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end Gray. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. So the completion good for 7 there.
Idemo fake, idemo na fake, sad ćemo probati da istrčimo još 7. Mislim sad, toliko vodim da smem da se igram sada da bude kontra. Gledajte sad ovo. Gledajte sad ovo. Ne, nisam uspeo. Ne. Provalili su me. Provalili su me.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe though that they tried the fake with this side of the margin.
Što da ne probam fake? Što se čudiš da je novi? A dobre. Tako je. Ali više, pa nešto sad je sve više, znaš kako, nije više toliko grub sport koliko je nekad bio.
Throwing is Stafford. Middle of the field.
Dobre.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
Gde si, Charlie?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action.
Šta će igra? Interception. To je to. Nema ništa od pasa. Pa da. Ne, odbranili smo se. Ubio sam LA. Ali ubio sam. Nema ništa doga. Biće Srle kad se pojavi, naravno. Imamo 19 sekundi do kraja. Šta možemo da uradimo? Flag! Penalty! Nije moj. Moj penalty! Illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Da, ali sad isto ima nova fora, više ne smeš pod noge da se podbacuješ. Znači, moraš gore od struka da ga hvataš. Više ne smeš da ideš za noge. Ne smeš za šlem više da vučeš igrača. Ne smeš da ga udariš. Sada oni to zovu airplane mod. Znači, jedini način kako ti kao odbrambeni igrač možeš da zadržiš napad je da raširiš ruke i u suštini da blokiraš rukama, da usmeriš, da skratiš ugao igraču. Pre si smeo da uletiš u njega da ga otkineš. To više ne sme da se radi.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down and now it's second and long.
Aj, penalty, zašto nisam
Everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no
snap,
and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
He'll be out right at the 35. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Caught the defense off guard there a bit.
Deep post out, slot post ili corner strike. Mi idemo deep post.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little
sad imamo jedan profi kraj.
That maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC.
Bukvalno, moraš ovako da staneš. Znači, ne smeš više da udariš u igrača. Ne, bilo je kao Mortal Kombat, sandvič i da udvoji dvojica, da ga, tu su se lomile su se ruke, noge, kičme su pucale. Pa vidiš, te neke sitnice, Aleksandre, baš i ne znam. Vidiš, ti to znaš. Ja sam te stvarima, ne znam baš sve. Pogotovo oko tih faulova, ne znam baš puno. Daki, baš ne znam. Ajao.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there, it's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are,
punt, idemo punt, šta sad, ne vez. Previše sam...
Seemed like an obvious passing situation, they chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Fair catch je tražio. To ima fora. Kad ispucavaš tako, igrač može da podigne ruku i da traži fair catch. I onda ga puste drugi igrači da uhvati loptu, ali tu se zaustavlja. To je recimo super fora.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
Uf.
That'll be caught. It's caught. He got 29 yards.
Nisam mogao da ga probijem.
Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing
incomplete.
just a little bit better.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Pa da, oni stari NBA. Vidjet ćemo kakav će novi da bude. I to ću da dobijem 9. septembra, tako nešto.
No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Gdje si, Johnny?
Back to the air, Stafford on second down. He'll get this to Akers.
Ne. Super, Johnny, lomim LA.
Back at the 37-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, that wasn't exactly.
Ne smiješ više u noge da ideš. To više ne smiješ. Ti možda budeš dole, da mu ulećeš, ali ne smiješ za noge. Moraš iznad pojasa da ga hvataš. I nema više hvatanja za šlem, to više ne smiješ da radiš. I ne smiješ da udariš u protivničkog. Pa vidjet ćemo kad se pojavi. Znači, vidjet ćemo kad se pojavi. Mislim, ja nisam Tekken fan, ja sam Street Fighter fan. I meni je Street Fighter 6 pokidao. Pa znaš šta, nisam igrao, ja mislim, za onih 5-6 godina ga nisam igrao. Tako da ne znam šta da ti kažem, nisam ja to nikad toliko puno igrao za malo. Ali bit će dobra, vidjet ćeš crveni, bit će dobra. Mortal Kombat, ja mislim, isto će biti dobar, ali Mortal Kombat je najpopularniji, prvo zato što je, ajde da kažemo, novija od tog celog serijala, a druga stvar, Mortal Kombat je najlakša tabačina od svih. Mislim, sve su teške, ali Street Fighter i Tekken, mnogo je veći skill ti je potrebno nego Mortal Kombat. I zato je, recimo, Mortal Kombat dosta popularniji.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll give this to Akers running right. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss.
Pa kažem ti, Mortal Kombat je dosta brži i ne zahteva previše skilla. I treba, ali za razliku od Tekkena i Street Fightera je dosta lakši.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Ne, pomozi mi Aleksandar, naravno. To je ova plava linija što se pojavljuje ovdje. Čekaj, znači, ja iza te plave linije ne mogu pase, tako? Je tako? Znači, ne smijem iza plave pas da ide. Tujuaj!
Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Ne, lomi.
Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They lost 2 and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be
Pozdrav, Nikola.
their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash.
Pa kažem ti, brži. Ladno se im ga. Opa! To je to. Da. Sve mizali, ne sve mispe. Tačno. To mislim, razmišljam, to ima više logike. Ne, zamisli Željka Obradovića, brate, da trenira. Znači, on bi Srpsku dobio pre poluvremena. Pre poluvremena, znači, Željko Obradović na aparatima, brate. Reci, Željko Obradović vodi tim američkog fudbala. Otlepio bi, brate. Znači, ljudi bi ogluveli, on bi pojeo bi onaj mikrofon, brate.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Da. Znači ovdje mora da je plava linija, odatle može da ide. Jasno mi. Lovit ćemo, dobijem bar nešto. Ali meni reci. U second 10, ništa, a?
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. On this day, the ground
Moramo na
has been
pas.
his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
2 minute warning, a?
On 3rd down there, but he can't
Guraj!
connect.
To je to. Guraj, Dragane! Tujuvaj.
Here's the
To je način.
punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a high kick trying to pin him back.
Maše.
Return on this one as the fair catch is signaled
Fair
for
catch.
and taken. Just a
Ne smemo da ga diramo.
24-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Igramo zonu. Kraj. Da prevedemo, što bi se reklo, da rutinski prevedemo utakmicu kraju.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercept.
Kakav intercept! Kakav intercept! Trent McDuffie, kakav intercept! Pogledaj to. Op! Kakva greška! 10 Thierry. Kakav intercept!
That's certainly something to take pride in.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. To about the 33.
Dobro, dobili smo 4 yarda. Ma idemo samo... Idemo inside zone. Sad ću probam kroz sredinu. Vidim da li ja to mogu. Joki ne mogu! Joki ne mogu! Haha, Joki ne mogu. Idemo HB drive. Da bude total humiliation.
That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
Op, idemo! Kako je jako, reci. To je taj play. Kakav play. Pa gledaj to. Op. A nisu pustili kad sam uvratio loptu. Sam povukao cijelu odbranu na jednu stranu. Ovo se zove moša. Pa ne znam sve, ako misliš da za Mortal Kombat, ja kažem i to ću da dobijem, i to će biti na kanalu. Street Fighter imaš recenziju na kanalu, imaš i moj gameplay na kanalu. Imaćeš i Mortal Kombat gameplay na kanalu i recenziju za Mortal na kanalu, a imaćeš isto to i za Tekken. Tako da sve će biti na kanalu, tako ništa ne moraš da brineš. Sad ću da vam pazite, tu je sada Aleksandar. Aleksandar zna sigurno bolje pravila od mene. A ja ću da vam dam ona osnovna. Ej, jep. Dobio sam delay. Moram, imate vreme za koje morate da izvedete udarac. 37 yardi. To je to.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. And the Rams getting set to go now. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now Stafford.
Tako je.
He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And that should just about do it.
Kakva blamaža. Kakva blamaža. Kakva blamaža.
This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Ispala mu lopta i to je skupo platio.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there.
Ko bi rekao?
Off the ground, and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be
second and inches, znači bukvalno nema veze. Gotovo, kraj utakmice. Kraj.
I think a lot of the guys already start to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
Moj Duljaj, mora to bolje.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day,
pazite, što se tiče same
I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
Što se tiče same igre, gledajte to ovako. Vi imate teren koji je 120 yardi. I 10 yardi je jedan onaj deo što je touchdown, jel ono kao da kažeš gol tvoj i protivnički. To je po 10 yardi, što znači sam teren vam je 100 yardi. Imate ofanzivnu i imate defanzivnu postavu kao što imate ofanzivnu i defanzivnu igru. Sad, normalno baca se onaj kao i u fudbalu ko će prvi da krene sa centra, jel? Dakle, onaj koji prvi ispucava, on je u defanzivi. Jel, on ispuca, kažem, igrač može da podigne ruku da traži taj fair receive, pokupi loptu, stane i onda na 25 yardi sa svoje polovine on kreće. I onda imate, u svakom momentu imate 11 igrača na terenu. Dakle, imate 11 protivničkih i vaših 11. I imate, to ono što kažu, first of 10. Znači, imate, ajde mi ćemo to da zovemo, ako imate 4 šanse, nazvat ćemo to šanse. Znači, imate 4 šanse da probijete 10 yardi. Dakle, to vam je cilj. Imate iz 4 pokušaja morate da probijete 10 yardi kao napadač. I tu, znači, kada napadate, ulazite sa ofanzivnom linijom igrača, dok protivnik ulazi sa svojom defanzivnom linijom igrača. I sad vidjeli ste one taktike koje se postavljaju na koji način hoćete da probate da napadnete. Znači, sve kao potezna strategija. Ali bukvalno, znači potezna strategija. Vi postavite neku taktiku i odigra se play. Ili je prošao, ili nije prošao. I bukvalno je tako. I sad, poenta je da prođete tih 4, možete i više, znači možete da protrčite, ili možete da bacite loptu, da kažemo onim receiverima, onim, kako se zovu, oni njihovi forward backovi, ili ne znam, više pozaboravljao sam. I koja je fora? Onog momenta kada vi bacite loptu, ako ne dohvati vaš igrač, to je, znači, se računa kao da je fail, znači ništa se nije desilo. Znači, jednostavno, incomplete, oni to zovu. Znači, vaš napad je incomplete, znači nije se desio. Znači, loptu je morao da uhvati vaš igrač i to je to. Onda imate ponovo sa 10 yardi. Onda opet možete da probate ili da protrčite ili ćete probati da dodajete. Ono što je jako bitno, kad se postavi igra, znači pre napada, odnosno pre odbrane, odbrambeni igrači mogu da se pomeraju pre nego što vi započete napad. Ali napadači ne smiju da se pomeraju. Oni moraju da stoje u formaciji, znači lopta kad se dobacuje igraču koji kreće sa napadom, oni svi moraju da stoje u formaciji. Dok sa druge strane, svi oni u odbrani, oni mogu da kažemo budu fleksibilni, imaju pravo pomeranja. Napadači nemaju. Nekada i u američkom fudbalu si ti mogu da povučeš za šlem protivničkog igrača. Mogu si kada protrčava da se zaletiš, da udariš u njega. Znači, mogu si da ga hvataš za noge, mogu si u sendvič da ih hvataš, da ga polomiš. To su bile ozbiljne povrede. Sada to više ne sme da se radi. Vi sada ne smete da vučete protivničkog igrača za kacigu. Druga stvar, kada idete u telo protivnika, čak i ako ste na zemlji, ne smete ništa ispod pojasa da ga hvatate. Znači, morate od gore da ga hvatate i nikako ne smete da ga hvatate za šlem. Znači, morate da kažemo fair da ga oborite. Onda još jedna stvar, postoji nešto što se u američkom, to mi dugo nije bilo jasno, zove se holding, a to je držanje. Sad, to je nešto, kako bih rekao, to je najsličnije koracima, jel? Ili tako nešto. Ima fora, često sam ja, i kad sam gledao, pa sam posle googlao, pa sam tražio, često sudije sviraju holding kao penalty. Jel, šta se u stvari dešava? Znači, ti ne smeš, odnosno smeš da držiš protivničkog igrača, ali koja je fora? U stvari, to je slično bloku. Desi jedine, vrate, to je slično bloku. Znači, u momentu kada krene akcija i vi uhvatite, znači ne ovako, nego uhvatite ga napredno, kako dođe vamo, brati, kičmu pojem. Znači, tako kada ga uhvatite, dokle god da radite nogama, dok ga držite, to nije holding. Onog momenta kada vi nekoga uhvatite i znači suprotno od bloka, jel, u basketu, znači ne smete da ga uhvatite i da stojite, da ga blokirate. Znači vama noge moraju da rade. Onda se ne svira holding. Naravno, to ne sme dugo da traje. Znači vi sad morate, to je jako fleksibilno i to je često sudiji ne vide, zato vi sad imate usled sve ove tehnologije, kao i u tenisu. Znači, treneri mogu da traže kao challenge, da se pogleda situacija, da li je to bilo i nije. Često taj holding zna da bude problematičan. Znači, kad je dozvoljeno, a kada je okej da ga je pustio, da se ne svira kao holding. Sad tu postoji 1000 još nekih pravila sa penaltima koje ja baš ne razumem, zato što za neke određene penalti imate nešto da birate. Da li ćete tipa da se vratite, ne znam, 5 yardi unazad ili ćete da izaberete neku drugu opciju. Dakle, ima gomila pravila, ali ključno je to. Pogotovo recimo u napadu, vi bacate loptu vašem hvataču. Vi može da dođe do nečega što se zove intercept, što znači da protivnički igrač uhvati loptu, to se zove živa lopta, i on praktično može da trči. To vam je kao kontranapad i bukvalno tako možete da primite gol. Druga stvar, ako ne trči i uhvati loptu, iste sekunde vi iz vaše ofanzivne faze prelazite u defanzivnu fazu, što znači da bez obzira što niste iskoristili vaša 4 pokušaja da istrčite 10 yardi, recimo bili ste na drugom pokušaju i izgubili ste tako loptu, istog momenta se prekida vaš napad i prelazite u odbranu zato što vam je protivnički tim prekinuo napad. Onda s druge strane imate To isto ne razumem. Kada se lomi utakmica, to ne znam, ali znam da ima fora, recimo, ostane 30 sekundi do kraja. I postoji potencijalna šansa da izjednačite ili, recimo, da pobedite. Što znači imate touchdown. Kada protrčite, to vam je 6 poena. Imate drugu varijantu, posle tih 6 poena imate 2 izbora. Znači, prvi izbor je da šutirate, ono kao penal, videli ste, i to vam donosi ekstra poen. Ili imate varijantu da izaberete da ponovo pokušate da istrčite, da ponovo idete na touchdown. Ali vam onda ne daje 6 poena, onda vam daje 2 poena. I retko kad će bilo koji trener ili bilo koji klub da se odluči na to da rizikujete još 4 pokušaja da bi dobili 2 poena. Zato svi oni šutiraju. I onda imate foru, ja mislim, kad je kraj utakmice i vaš protivnik napada i ne znam koliko yardi se nalazi ispred gola, ukoliko oni mogu tim napadom da ga završe i da izjednače ili pobede, onda se produžava utakmica za 2 minuta. Znači, praktično dobija se još 2 minuta igre. Da bi se taj, recimo, kao što imate onaj zaustavno vreme u fudbalu posle 90 minuta, pa se igra još tipa 6-7 minuta. Tako i ovdje imate tu varijantu da sudije u tom slučaju produžavaju utakmicu za 2 minuta i onda može praktično da se odradi ceo taj play. Ja mislim da to tako nekako funkcioniše. Sad, milion tu nekih pravila ide kad on istrči napolje, onda da uhvati loptu, ali da mu noge budu van terena. Tu su sad neke finese koje stvarno ne znam, jer mnogo se promenio i NFL, kažem, bio mnogo brutalniji i sad ima previše pravila. Sad ima toliko penaltija u američkom fudbalu, ono, glava da me boli. Mislim, ako pogledate, i fudbal je kompleks. Kad je offside, u kom momentu je offside. Mislim, nema ih toliko kao američki fudbal, ali američki fudbal može da bude ko voli taktike i to. Tu bukvalno igrate, tu se igra play. Znači, odigrate play. Prošao, nije prošao. I to je to. Znači, jedino što kad mi to gledamo sa strane, mi smo navikli fudbal da je to fluidno, 90 minuta se trči, igre se ovde stalno staju, pa se stalno nameštaju, zato su tamo i traje polovreme 15 minuta. Znači imate praktično utakmica traje 60 minuta, ali tih 60 minuta na kraju bude IHH, koliko hoćeš. Da, to sam vidio, Aleksandar, ali nisam ogledao. Ubisoft, ne, ja sam dobio mail Dule od Ubisofta, sad ću ti reći, Ubisoft je sada pomaže oko cloud sistema vezanog, sad ću ti reći ovako. Piše ovako, Ubisoft signed a deal for streaming Call of Duty and other Activision Blizzard games. Cloud streaming agreement will enable players to stream Activision Blizzard titles via a wide range of subscriptions and services including Ubisoft Plus. Znači, oni im pomažu u stvari samo da igrači mogu da streamuju sa više različitih platforma njihove igre. Drugim rečima, Ubisoft će sada preuzeti Activisionove igre koje će se sada pojaviti na Ubisoft Plusu, pa ćete onda moći da igrati odatle. Tako da o tome se radi. I to je postignuto, evo, 22. avgusta ove godine. Kaže, today Ubisoft announced a transaction given Ubisoft a cloud streaming rights for Call of Duty and other Activision Blizzard titles releasing over the next 15 years once Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard is completed. This will enable Ubisoft to bring cloud streaming access to Activision Blizzard games to more players all around the world. These rights will exist in perpetuity. To je to. To je to. Dakle, bukvalno je to. Znači, dobiju prava za to. Evo, taj sam mail i dobio, kažemo, od Ubisofta, tako da mi je to sve poslato, ljudi. Idemo ovako, idemo sad, vidimo što, da, neko je pitao ali ima karijere i to, sad ćemo vidimo. Šta sve, kako je bez veze kad nema muzike? Evo ovako, ima quick play, ima ultimate team. Znači ultimate kao i FIFA, jel, koga to uopšte, to su Amerikanci pale na to. Pa onda imate Franchise, Simulation, Management, Online Leagues, Superstar. Ima. Evo ga, karijera, Live Events, Online Play. Ima šta je Superstar, ima šta nudi Superstar. Aha, evo ga, Create new career as a quarterback, halfback, wide receiver, line break, corner break. Može. Dakle, ima. Ima kao i FIFA da napravite svog igrača pa da igrate samo njih. Imate training camp, mini games, team practice, creator centar. Ovdje imate franchise simulation, management, online leagues. Da vidimo šta tu ima sve. Create new league. Već ima 2,5 miliona liga su ljudi napravili, brat. Neko nema život. To je to. Ultimate Team, to mi je poznato skroz. Pozvi Jelke, tako da to nema potrebe da pričam o tom. Ali čekajte, gde je hoću da igram karijeru. Gde mi je, ne. Ali neću onu karijeru, hoću da igram ono standardno. Quick play, custom game, couch co-op. A neću online lige, hoću da igram standardno, da počnem klasično, gde je to? Gde im je to? Nije to quick play. Možda i jest. Sad ću imam. Go head to head against other players. Pick up a sign to true classic Pro Bowl experience solo. Superstar, šta je ovo? Pro Bowl. Možda je to to? Sad ću imam. To nije to. Pa nemam pojma, Jelke. Ja nisam igrao prošli i pretprošli. Mislim, meni je to isti đavo. Čekaj, bre. Čekaj, može li se igra ono normalno? Mislim, to mi je lako u fudbalu, to je lako objašnjeno. Kako se ovdje igra liga, ono, uzem tim pa igram. Custom games, online play. Creation Center, to nas ne interesuje. Ha. Pick a side and play through a classic Pro Bowl experience. Solar... Pa to je to. Aha, okej. Odnosno nije to. A ne, ovo je bre, ne. To nije to. Da, čekaj, gdje je ovdje liga? Idemo ovdje. Ima šta se nudi? Kao featured games. Čekaj, zašto ne može? Čekajte. Da. Interesantno. Pa na kraju će i to da im uzmu, brate. Možda je ovdje team builder. Ne verujem da je to ovdje, ali... Ajmo. Jao. Kad ovo vidim... Ne želim te. Ultimate team me ne zanima. Pozdrav Siniša. Mora da je ovdje. Nema šta drugo da bude. To je to, create new league. Pa to je to. Use real life NFL rules. Pa da, play every game, full control, stop. Evo ga, koliko vam je potrebno da završite cijelu igru 100 i više sati? Pick your week. Okay.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
Želim s Chiefsima, brate.
Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner.
Čekaj, stavim. Daj, probam da igram malo. Možda mogu da budem pro. Probat ću. Head coach Chiefs, naravno. Pa evo. Pa da, All Star. Pa da. Play mini games to improve your press before the start. Ne. Advanced week. Preseason, neću preseason. Upgrade players, ma neću i to. Mislim, ko ovo voli. Ajde ovako. Ajmo, treća nedelja. Kakav Slack. Chiefs. Cut players.
Easily see how many players you need to cut this week. Here are some recommendations to get you started.
Tako je. Nemoj da me zezaš. Katujem. A možeš ti to... Vrati. Pa niste dovoljno dobri. Marš. Cut, yes. Cut player. Mi izbacimo, brate, moramo izbacimo 21 igrača, ljudi. Možda će neki da napišu u CV-u da je košarkaš, pa će da pređe kod nekog u Zvezdu i Partizan da igra košarku. Kao dolazi iz profesionalne lige. To je to. Šta bre? Šta je opoludilo? Franchise staff.
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find the right coaches to hire for your...
Pa da njega...
Staff points can be used across when
you have
enough staff to see what effect each talent has. Some talent trees make you select a path to follow to build.
Dobro. Dobro. Što piše sim to mid-season? Ma, stisnut ću pa nek ide život, pa šta bude. Ok, igramo home to Detroit. Mada. Ne, full. Šta je ovo? Play the moments? Ne. A da, to je to. Znači možete birati koje ćete momente da igrate, druže. To mi je potpuno bez veze. Ali aj dobro. Evo ga. Thursday night. Prime time. Ready. Pa hajde da vidimo.
It's week 1 of the National Football League. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Lions and the Chiefs under the lights on Thursday night.
Kako lepše kad ide muzika.
Tonight we kick off a new NFL season with the opener for 2023, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. Well, Charles, our 8th opening night broadcast together, and we couldn't ask for a better place to be. Arrowhead Stadium. Been a festive atmosphere all day. Smell of barbecue in the air. They unfurled the Super Bowl banner just a few moments ago. It's a celebration, and they are ready to get the new year started.
What I like most, partner, was that you got them to slow the car down. We got a little taste of that barbecue, not just the smell. We are able to eat it a little bit. I like that. But, hey, let's not overlook these Lions under Dan Campbell. They're not here to enjoy the barbecue or the ceremony. They're here to win. They think they've got a good football team as well. and they think that they're going to the playoffs in Detroit.
And the Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
There's nothing the league's best quarterback didn't achieve last season. Super Bowl trophy? Check.
Ja njih i Texas sam uvijek generalno gotivio.
Yards and touchdowns? Check. How does he top the season he had last year? I don't know. But Patrick Mahomes, he usually finds a way.
Patrick Mahomes, najbolji igrač ove godine. Objasnio čovjek.
They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Ne, jao, je.
But it's going to wind up incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise? Greatly exaggerated,
Imamo zon,
it seems.
što je sigurno, sigurno.
He had last year, 29 touchdowns, and led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this a tough spot for these Lions on the road in Arrowhead to start the year, but it's also, you'd have to say, Charles, a showcase opportunity for them because this is a team that historically hasn't gotten a lot of big opportunities like this.
And when they have gotten them, this is a team, though, that believes that big things are out there for them, and they think that they can start to write a new history, beginning with this game right here.
They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. But not much.
Imamo cover man.
That's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win.
3rd and 7.
2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
Cover. To im ne ide.
They didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
Ne, incomplete.
Incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal. Patterson's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Yes.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Automatic 1st down.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Kakvu sam glupost napravio.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Mislim da ću da prođem, nisam i napravio sam glupost. Umjesto da dobijem 3 poena, ću da još i touchdown da prođe.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Kako sam glupost napravio.
From 10 yards out. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And his kick is good.
Kako flag nisam?
Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of
Dobro sam prošao.
the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL.
Idemo, da li možemo inside?
Something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
Dobro, 5 sam prošao.
The other one. Guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0?
Da.
Used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And this
Prošao sam.
will be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
Haha, fake throw.
And it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave.
Idemo zone split.
Together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays.
Second and third. Izvodljivo.
And a new set of downs.
A run by Pacheco on second down. This will be a short game
Third and 1.
before he's brought down at the 22.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense.
Bukvalno moramo još malo da prođe.
Off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Da.
The Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by 20 there on 3rd and 1.
Ali morao sam da probam, Aleksandre. Da budem grub. Morao sam da probam, bro.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Koliko sam izgurao sam 4.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
A handoff now for Pacheco, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Ciao Sergio, incomplete. Pa idemo na field goal, šta je?
So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
To je to. Odlično, Serđe, odlično je.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
Brate, kako je dobio 5?
As he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle.
Incomplete.
In their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate.
Incomplete.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Cover hard flat, to je to.
Open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Goff now looking to throw.
Da, da. Da, da. Vratio sam ih 3 yarde. Produženo vreme, 2 minuta. Tu mi je dvornik.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And taken right on the 30. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it.
Oh, pročitali su me.
As a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal.
Jet Cheap Wasp, to je to.
You don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down.
Dalje moguće, dalje moguće. Neće dole. Za ovo neće biti recenzije.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and
idemo
talk
fake,
over
idemo
what
da
to do
riziku.
next. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And look at this, he's going to keep it, and he's not going to get to
Tako je.
and that's a turnover on downs.
Tako je.
A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Here's the Lion offense now.
A ne, nisam uspeo, ne. To je njihov. Mislim da sam prošao. Nema ništa toga.
What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2 for 1 without ever even giving up the football. 2nd and 9. Now it's gone. And he's gone.
Ne, ne.
They sack him back right
3rd and 17.
That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete.
Incomplete.
They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt.
Kakva borba. Kakva utakmica.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Kraj.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season.
Tako
In
li
the
što?
1 o'clock game,
To ni-
one that immediately catches
To
the eye
nisam
is in our
ispratio,
nation's
Aleksandar.
capital. A big test for the Washington Commanders as they'll score.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they've got the lead.
Da, na poluvremenu sve iz početka kreće.
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much.
Cover man.
I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Dobro.
Take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that.
Cover
Second
cloud.
down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Pa nije teško, Ognjene. Više su faulovi problem. Baš sam pričao malo o tome. Nije to uopšte toliko komplikovano. Ako želiš da naučiš. Delo je komplikovano, ali u suštini nije. Poza Željko. Pa to, nije teško, ali ima ih puno. Kreneš polako da hvataš jedno po jedno. Faulovi su mi u stvari najteži. Kod faulova mi je najteži. Ali koncept igre generalno nije uopšte toliko težak. Samo što se mnogo stoji, to je tačno. Ljudi, ja ne mogu na pro nivou da igram, odmah da vam kažem. Mada dobro se držim. Ubit će me ovaj.
St. Brown seemingly catches everything, including that first down. Brought in 106 passes last season and is tied for the most catches ever.
Ma imaš sad na YouTube-u, pogledaš ono, bukvalno imaš vide, tipa ono 10 minuta, ono te nauče ono osnovne stvari. Bukvalno. A onda polako hvataš. Kad naučiš kako funkcioniše igra, onda kreću da ti budu jasniji faulovi. Samo treba da znaš zašto su ovi sad napadaju, zašto su ovi brane. Kad to provališ, poslije sve bude lakše. Dalje mogu. Ma dalje mogu. Željko misli da će to mnogo da se igra na kanalu, to odmah ti kažem, ono je ludilo. Mislim ludilo, to je u stvari, rekli su, da to nisam znao, SnowRunner je, ova sezona 10 je posljednja sezona. Neće više biti, što znači da će sad da se prebace na Expedition, jel? Sa SnowRunnerom su praktično završili, jel?
drive reaches the end zone.
Probao jednom, to mi je mnogo dosta.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
Dalje, moguće da je stigao.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the lat. Gibbs gets popped, and he loses the football.
Vratili smo ih nazad.
The ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along.
Sad će šutira na gol.
Almost like it's almost like
Da, da.
guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position.
Neće.
And get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Fourth down to give to Gibbs. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver.
Dobro se ispričao.
Right around the 34. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A good rip by Pacheco. And you have to go back to 1990 with Johnny Johnson with the Cardinals to find a rookie 7th rounder with more rushing yards than he had last season. The 251st pick out of Rutgers took over the KC backfield with 830 yards in 2022.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Pacheco.
Au, brat.
Running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
Prošao sam. Ne, ovdje ne. Pa, ne. Daleko sam, bre. A daj, bre, odbrano.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now.
Bukvalno, brate, ali bukvalno sam to uspio da uradim.
But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively.
Ma idem da fake, pa šta bude.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run out.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake.
Aha, kako, bre. Da.
Goes for 25. What a flip of the script.
Kakav play. Kakav play.
When not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a
Nije
and
ovdje.
a healthy dose of guts in order to
Kakav play.
Surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Toss right side to Pacheco. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A chance
Gledaj,
for the
dec.
first touchdown
Gledaj,
drive
dec.
of the year. It's 1st and goal. Mahomes now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's hauled in.
To je to.
Tony. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Pa idem sada na kratke pasove, sam izabrao da idem.
Experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice
I
game.
was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary.
Yes!
For the Chiefs touchdown.
To je to!
Isaiah Pacheco from 4
To je
yards.
to!
And the Chiefs put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
To je taj play! To je taj play! Haha!
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Ne. Lomi ga!
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard
Da,
line.
Mare.
So here's Goff and the Lions. Down 10-7, 2:15 remaining. This is only
Jeste,
week
mora
one
na
of the
pas.
season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st down, Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta.
A, pa to je to, brate, to je Aleksandre. Majstor za taktike.
Separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Ne.
Straight ahead.
Ja.
And he'll go down right
Prošlo.
around the 47 this time. They held him in check in the 1st half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the 1st half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Goff now to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
O, ja mislim da...
This is caught by
Ja mislim da Kansas
They're making steady
I opasan je ovaj.
See your face, you're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Molim?
Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
A,
As they get the
pa
stoppage with a
Nikica.
little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play
Havak tu men.
in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
Ne.
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
3-6.
It hasn't been his.
Žure.
It's a little
Žure.
bit heavy. Sometimes
Ne.
trying to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that.
Ne valja.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown.
Dalje je moguće.
Taking the lead here in the final minute.
27 sekundi pred kraj sam izgubio, brate. Jao.
And also, Charles didn't
Ne verujem,
leave
brate.
position with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now all eyes shift over to the Chiefs, trailing by 4, 24 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock.
Ne mogu ništa.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now
Take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, you were at the point where you had to take the shot no matter the down. Now it's 4th down coming up, but that may turn out to be irrelevant with how little time is remaining.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions look like they're going to come away with a victory.
to je kao u FIFA u 80. minutu ono da primiš gol.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come. Sitting next to you, really looking forward to it.
As am I.
Sad svi na trening posle utakmice.
Great to get this year underway. You and I both know.
Nema sad svi autobusi na trening. Nice, dobio sam reward.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
Ok, on je dobio upgrade, jel?
This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and here are a player's motivations.
Mat.
How well your team...
Run speed upgraded, ok. Dobro. Čekaj, može ovo još. Speed rush. Čekaj, šta nećeš, ne razumijem. Ma, upgrade all players. Tako je bolje. Next week. Da, ne, bi... Hail Mary pass, ali bukvalno. Brate, ako ne mogu Jacksonville da dobijem, onda nikoga ne mogu da dobijem. Što znači da vjerojatno nikoga ne mogu da dobijem. A sa Chicago mi igram. Chicago Bears.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Chiefs and the Bears, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football
Obučeš se ovako i na velikom odmoru sa sine, zaletiš na one što čekaju doručak, brate. Penalti odmah, brate.
Today it's week 3 and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win.
Mišu, skloni mi se.
First weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their 3rd-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles Justin Fields.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
Nema ništa toga.
Much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you talk about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. 3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out to his left.
Daj.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Ne! Ja, šta se dešava odjednom? Šta se ovo dešava? Šta se ovo dešava? Poludila mi tastatura načisto. Pa ne znam kad je sam završilo. Nemam pojma, reći ću. Pa ne znam sam, stvarno, ja ne mogu nosit ću u ponedeljak, kako ću mi reći. Znači to, ne znam šta se, pogledajte, nešto mi je poludilo. Ma daj. Miš mi je počeo da mi brlja sa tastaturom. Ne verujem, brate, ne verujem. Pogledajte, stoji mi sad miš ovde na sred. Skloni se, aman.
Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8.
Tko više znam Aleksandre. Pitaju me ovde sa strane i onda... Moguće. Moguće. Ne, nego sad mi miš luduje, ne razumem, ništa nisam radio. Baš bez veze.
Now a 7th round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Ne, ovo me sad ubilo, ovo što mi je poludilo, znači primio sam, znači katastrofa, znači upropaštena mi je utakmica sada, ali bukvalno mi je upropaštena utakmica. Brate, jel možemo nešto da uradimo?
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Jel, ovo je bilo mnogo glupo.
Now Cook running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out.
Ne, ali ne, ide ono, nema šta, nemaš da izabereš ništa. To tako stoji, ne znam zašto. Imaš to, mid-seed, ne znam. Ali nije to ne znači to. Nemaš nikakvu drugu opciju. Imaš mid-season, playoff i tako ide. Znači, nema kad klikneš next week, on ti to izbaci. Ali ide na sljedeću utakmicu, ali ne znam šta se desilo.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense
Maj. Ono što mi miš poludeo.
A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 65 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him.
Jeste, bio je druga, da. Moguće sam nes.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. 4 yards the
To je
pickup,
to.
1st down. The Chiefs had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these.
Okej, čo zvuči?
But talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Wide zone.
This defense for the Bears, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments
To je
down,
to.
and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Šteta, Jacksonville je bio lakši, Bearsi su teži.
You're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Daleko sam ja još.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon.
Ne, kako me dovatio.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Man open.
Kakav catch.
He's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard
Konačno dobar pas.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
Niko da odbrani ovdje.
Maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
To je to.
Once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line.
Kako me ostavi odbrana, znači ne verujem.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard
To je to.
51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
They're right down here looking for 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he will take it on in for the
Tako je.
Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
And that's the way to find pay dirt, Patrick Mahomes. Hey, you remember some of the scrambles in the playoffs last year while he's playing on a bad wheel? Oftentimes he's maneuvering just to find a way to throw the football. But last season, 4 touchdowns on the ground, a career high, continuing to develop as a runner, and often finding the end zone these days.
Extra point by Butker is on target. That'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance?
Pa da li je moguće su ovi moji debili toliki? Da li je moguće?
You don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field.
Tako je, bre. Vrati ih nazad.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, You'd almost expect him to get
Nema ništa toga.
15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense. That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed,
Odbranili smo se.
no space to fit in the football.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Here's James returning. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and
Idemo
immediately
fake,
they were
moram.
saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turn into a heck of a DB, though, partner. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this
Greška.
would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, but
Kako
I think we
sam
should look at the
pogrešio.
analytics on this one because, oh, yeah,
Ne, izgubio sam momentum kad sam primio onaj gol, onako kretenski na početku.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Trent McDuffie
Što odmah na početku utakmice.
finishing it off with his sack. Protection
Upropastilo mi utakmicu.
here on 2nd and 16. Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on
Naravno.
now the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He hit us first, this one from 40 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Mislim, realno mogu da se vratim u igru.
Drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the Dolphins who were able to pick up the victory at home.
Ovo je dobro.
Tagovailoa.
O, ne moramo da slušamo sad pregled.
Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
Idemo throw in short.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And he'll be stopped short of the marker, but they'll keep possession.
But yes.
Remember, it was only 2nd down, so now it's 3rd.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, but usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half.
Super meni opisao. Super meni.
He's hoping that that's a precursor of a
Ma,
big
fake
second
one.
half.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. In punt formation, but as we've seen, that's no guarantee he'll punt the football. And look at this, another fake. And this is caught.
So a definite surprise there. They try to fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Ja, otišao sam, wow.
I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. During that run, an injury here.
Sad sam definitivno izgubio.
Those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2 or 3 step drop, if you don't get the ball,
Sad će šutiraju, logično.
those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards.
Ne, probat će. A ne, čekaj, 3rd and 2nd. Zar nije bio 4. da nije malo pre bio 3.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have...
Pozbilo sve. Neće da šutiraju. Odlično. Prošli su ladno. Da li je moguće?
Contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips? Gain left.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2.
Idu za 2 poena, pa dalje moguće, pa to je to, gazite me, gazite me.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it.
Ne, pa dalje, re.
Remember, it was only first down. So
neće da odreaguje, brate, na dugme, moguće, brate, da li je ovo real?
Somebody better give them the memo that it's second down. And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake.
Da, u sve nauči.
Crazy situation here you don't see often. Not fourth down yet, so they will keep possession. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it.
Ne mogu da ucim, nema šansu.
A third down fake that is doesn't work, but now it's fourth down. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so
In
genius.
this case, not so
Was
genius,
Jokane?
but I do admire that he went for it.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. Now a give running right, it's Cook.
Gle. Ma marš. Hoću da 10 prekida ovo odvrtno utakmicu. Ne mogu da izađem iz... Tako. Šta bre Gaming Pro? Hoću se završiti utakmicu. Ne, ali ne želim da igram. Hoću da kompjuter završi sam. Pozdrav Tomo. Pa kad budu došao, hoće, da. Ne nešto mnogo, ali bit će. Mogu da ne igram. Zašto moram da odigram? Zašto ne mogu da pustim na sam kompjuter? Aha, fast forward the game. Custom. End of game. Pa to mi reci.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat.
Svi mu podešanje, ne mogu, nisam on dugo igrao, ja ne mogu da igram na pro nivou, nema šanse, nisam 5-6 godina igrao ovu igru, nema šanse na pro nivou. Apsolutno nemoguće. Prvo igram na tastaturi, ne mogu pohvatam sve. Baš nema šanse. Čekaj, nije valjda da ne mogu da sad promenim tokom sezone.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 21 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Jo, ne. Pa izgleda ne može. A ne, user settings, pardon. Ne, pa tu i ja sam bio. A evo, pa ima ovdje, piše such as difficulty. Ne, ali ovdje nema, to se promeni. Zašto piše da ima kada nema? Piše, evo lepo piše, edit global game options such as difficulty. A nema. Da, ovdje toga uopšte nema. No. Pa, nema veze. Nema veze. Bez veze. Možda je ovdje franchise. Gameplay sliders. Šta mu to daće? Evo ga. Pa ništa, smanjit ćemo i malo. Na 1.40. Jel ovo ipak pro? Malo da mi daju luft. Moji neka stoje na 50. Mislim sad smo egal, eto, da mi daju 10%. Eto. Neka bude tako. A neka ostane pro. Advanced next week. Play season game. To je, pa i New Jersey, i ovi su dobri, brate. Ready, da, možda ovdje sad ima. Pa nema. Ready. Pozdrav, Stefane.
It's Madden NFL 24, and featured this week is CJ Mosley,
Dobre
who
opusu,
really
no.
led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Jets and the Chiefs on Sunday night primetime.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, when the schedule came out back in May, and folks made their lists of what might possibly be the best games of the year,
Sad ću imam. Ali neću se uigrati, samo ću igram večeras, čisto imam na šta liči, pošto imam trajalo 10 sati, to je to. A već sam igrao, tako da posle ovog streama će možda ostati još jedno 2 sata, maks.
Now, there have been 2 other opportunities, but an injury to Mahomes and illness with Rodgers prevented these two from hooking it up. But that's going to happen in this one. And now, finally, those two going head-to-head.
In trouble and the ball's
Bro.
out. It's in the end zone loose. And the defense has got it. Oh, a nightmare start offensively. This will be a touchdown.
Znači, ovaj miš mi svaki partiju poludi na početku. Pogledajte, samo mi odletela lopta. Pipnu ništa nisu. Znate, je li ovo realno? Znači, kontrole nešto nije u redu, ljudi, sa njima. Pogledajte. Samo što sam počeo, pa ništa pipnu nisu. Tako i prošlu partiju, samo mi je zabagovao miš i ćao. Brate, ne verujem. Ništa pipnu nisu. Da, ali pipnu ništa nisam. Ne verujem. Što sad to isto nije uradio? Ne verujem. Prošlu partiju sam isto tako počeo sam da gubim touchdown odmah, brate. Pa ne znam, miš mi ubna, ne mogu sad iščupam miš, brate, zbog toga. Kad sam na kontroler stavljao, bagovo mi je kontroler. Ulazio me neke menije za podešavanja. Nisam mogao ga namestim uopšte. Ma daj, počnem partiju tako što gubim 7-0. Ma daj, to ubije u pojam. Ali stvarno ubije u pojam. Penalty. Znači, mnogo su čudne neke stvari počeo se dešavaju.
The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 12 carries, 65 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt, they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
And he is
ne reaguje mi nijedno dugme se. Ne znam, ovo se nije dešavalo malo pre. Jako, jako čudno. Flag, nisam smeo. Ne mogu, me užasno me nervira. Ne mogu ovako igram. Ću da obrišem celu ovu ligu. Neću ni da igram. Daj mi quick play. Sve, miš mi zabode, ali sve vreme stoji ovde gore, ja ga ne diram. Molim te, nemoj da me diraš, svi zaberem drugi tim samo. Neću vodim Chiefse. Daj mi Texas. Texas. Dallas, pardon. Dallas Cowboys, tako je. To je to. Run inside. Inside. Ma bre, nije, ajde to što se uigram, nema veze. Nego što mi poludi miš. Neće mi reaguje ni nešto. Počnemo utakmicu, ispadnem u lopte iz ruke i touchdown. A reci. Kakva glupost.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, here in Dallas, winning isn't everything, it's the only thing. But this team this year may have even extra pressure on their shoulders in what might very well be the toughest division in football.
And that extra pressure will go on the offensive side of the ball. They'll need consistent play from the quarterback position because they are very explosive. And on the defensive side, they want to continue to take the ball away and make themselves continue.
Evo ga, opet će miš da mi poludi, gledajte sada. Molim te nemoj.
5-12 was their record last year, one of the bigger underperforming teams in the league. Injuries to guys like Javonte Williams certainly hurt, but what do you think they need to do, Charles, to turn it around?
They need to build a more cohesive offensive line. They've struggled.
Ne, držim se na professional, ne mogu opet su me da igram na professional, brate, nema šanse.
Often very good, has to tackle better in the open field.
Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag can be
idemo na run.
reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by play.
Idemo odmah na pas.
3rd and 3.
R i Q su mi tu.
Prescott now from the 50. Tosses the out route here to Gallup.
Ha. Polako ulazimo u štos.
And every time you step on the field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact.
Idemo na...
That's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be out.
To je već to. Kad unapred znam koji broj da stisnem, gde mi ide napad. To je to. Kakav pas. Idemo na run.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Pollard one more time. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive. And now it's put on shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make
the drive
and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory?
And this time he
is in.
A touchdown run there from a yard out.
Tony Pollard.
The Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 9-play drive, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his 2nd season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And I think that even after a decade in the NFL, he doesn't get enough credit for not just his consistency, but his brilliant play and leadership as well. He's won a Super Bowl in Seattle. He's led his team to another Super Bowl opportunity also in Seattle. His numbers are always terrific, almost always in the Pro Bowl. And all he does is win. This guy's a natural leader.
Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
And the big fella stepped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Williams going to get it again on the 2nd down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
No blitz.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to go. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Good work by that Buffalo defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Strašno.
And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general,
Fumble.
So risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well.
Ovako su meni radili.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his... And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith.
Da, kupuje se, ali ja kroz Xbox, odnosno kroz Game Pass, Electronic Arts ima neki deal sa Microsoftom i imam trial 10 sati. Tako da rekao da ga iskoristim tamo i vidimo kakva igra. Mislim, neću da je kupim, ali iskoristit ću ja ovih 10 sati, pa rekao je jedan i stream da bude. Mislim, sumnjam da će nekome da se dopadne. Ne znam koliko ljudi voli NFL, ali meni je dobar. Meni je dobar. Samo kao i svi ostali, kao i NBA, sve moraš uđeš u fazon da provališ.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are...
Well, pressure gets to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. Here's Riley Dixon now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Shoves him away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Pa mislim, dobar je. Znači, kao i FIFA, kao i NBA, znaš, ono, košta, brate, zašto je franšiza.
They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
It'll almost push them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Nowhere to go here.
Što sam uradio? Ne! O, Bože. A da, izabrao sam za napad, ne za pas. Okej. Moja greška, moja greška.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing,
Idemo fake punt.
by any means necessary.
Onako vodim, ćemo malo se igramo.
and swat that one away.
And look at this, it's a fake.
I lada sam uletio.
And it does not pay off. They fake the punt, it doesn't work out. And the Broncos
Nisam gledao ne više, Bogu posliju bacim pogled. Pa šta znam, meni je onaj fudbal onako malo bez veze. Ma doduše i FIFA je bez veze. Realno.
So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 45. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Short throw caught by Donacije. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Got to give credit where
Idemo
it's
blitz.
due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Wilson.
Magarac.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this ball's going to be touched down just shy of midfield. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
So many times.
Ma neće to niko da pravi, mater.
Completions are one thing.
Ja vežbamo pasove.
At the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Prescott's throw taken into the Cooks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 25, here's 2nd and 2. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And again, it's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Incomplete.
Throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Yes.
To the end zone, but
Go,
it's
go.
incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent
Incomplete.
job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Idemo field goal.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So
from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson.
Incomplete.
Is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Quick throw, finding Dosich. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Screenplay set up for Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Pa znaš šta, ja obožavam i NHL, to bi bio jedini razlog zašto bi ja kupio PlayStation 5, jel mi veruješ? Samo zbog toga. Aj, dobar je NFL.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Maher is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing into break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure they're friends from the deep.
And now off to the races down the right side. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it?
Znam Miloš da se igra, ali nije toliko popularan. Znam da Nadi je bio klub, sećam se.
Maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry from busting this open. That's a good
start. Ima drugare koji su igrali ragbi, ali znam da ima klinec, ali nije to to. Mislim, ne ložimo se mi na ovo toliko. Incomplete.
But the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Penalty.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are invulnerable.
Now this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
Pazi, moja ekipa koja igrala ragbi, igrali su za reprezentaciju. I onda kad su ih tražili tipa da idu tipa Francusku da igraju, svi su prestali da igraju. Kaže, odeš u Francusku da igraš ragbi i vratiš se u kovčegu, brate. Pa nije. Nije, slažem se. Ali lepo su pravili. Nije uopšte loš NFL, ako kad malo saznaš.
Maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Patrick Surtain, the all-pro corner, up to make the tackle. Second down, Pollard again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A great run by Pollard, and runs like that have had us anticipating a breakout season from him for years. And it finally arrived in 2022. Dallas gave him more run, and he had his first 1,000-yard season despite receiving less than 200 touches.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Williams to start the drive. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 35 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Wilson.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football.
Punt.
You're exactly right.
Sorry,
They're
bro.
going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little more momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
94 will.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one. It's good from 56 yards out. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
Long.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. We get another look now at this Broncos offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jabril Cox in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Faulovi, to je suština igre, nije uopšte toliko komplikovana.
And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Here's Wilson.
Safety.
It's a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Osa Odighizuwa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play through. Back now in Arlington.
Jest.
It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Ako voliš američki fudbal, dobar, baš je dobar.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that move's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up, forcing the incompletion.
Now this throw caught left side. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Anger is on the punt, and he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback He's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
To throw is Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. He's on his way. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Whew. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. It's 3rd and long now for the Broncos after that sack.
Traje 7,5 sati,
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. 88 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Making that play behind the line was Justin Simmons. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's Pollard again. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, 32 yards. And the Cowboys had 6 to their lead. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort. Really well executed. Congratulations to them.
Extra point splits the uprights.
U jednom momentu se lomilo,
The lead up to 26.
ali nismo dozvolili nikakve iznenađenja.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and
under pressure, they got him again. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Pollard will take it up the gut. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm
3 sata i 30 minuta američkog fudbala, nisam igrao 100 godina, mogu reći se super zavolio. Mislim, realno, ko voli NFL, super je. Mislim, ja imam na Xbox Passu 23-ku, nemam 24-ku, imam ovaj trial koji će sad bukvalno mi istekne za neka 2-3 sata, ali eto, videli ste. Na kraju krajeva, mislim, interesantan je sport, nije da nije. Lepše ovako kad ga igrate nego kad ga gledate, što mnogo prekide ima kad ga gledate, ovako, šta znam. Ovako je interesantnije, zato je njima to super ti prekidi, zato što onda guraju reklame i tako uzimaju nenormalne pare. Tako da ljudi, to je to od mene za večeras. Sutra, ja sam htio da igram Wayfinder ponovo večeras i uspio sam posle sat i po vremena da uđem u igru i posle sat i po vremena mi u dungeonu pukla igra i opet me vratila da budem 9000-ti u queue. Tako da mi trenutno igra mi je mnogo rizična da pokušam da je streamujem. Ja kažem, može počne stream da bude super pola sata i posle toga 2 sata ne mogu se vratiti u igru. Tako da, toliko od mene ljudi za večeras, eto vidjeli ste malo i NFL-a. Sutra, kažem, nemam pojma šta će da bude. Videli ste i novi Expedition Mad Runner igru koja će se pojaviti sljedeće godine. Mislim da će ta igra priča da dominira ovdje na Escape Game Show kanalu čim se bude pojavila. To ne znači da nećemo završiti full SnowRunnera do tada, pošto je zvanično ova sezona 10 u SnowRunneru, posljednja sezona za SnowRunner. Tako da SnowRunner više neće imati nikakve update, verovatno ništa, nikakve dodatke. Od sad će da se fokusiraju na Expedition, Mad Runner, ovu novu igru što se pojavi sljedeće godine. a do tada imamo fore da završimo sve što je vezano za SnowRunner, pa ćemo onda da se prebacimo na novu igru. Tako da, narode, toliko od mene za večeras. Nadam se da ste uživali, nadam se da je bilo zanimljivo. Bacite pogled, ljudi, na Baldur's Gate 3, uradio sam recenziju. Nadam se i to da će da vam se svidi, pa se mi, narode, onda vidimo sutra. Ćao!